What is good, YouTube? It's your boy Kyle from CardArt here in Sunnyvale, California. And over this past weekend, we just had battle over Foxberts apartment number 3, also known as BoFA, which is one of our large Edison events. We're going to be going over the metagame and our top 8 deck lists. Before I get into that though, a big shout out to everyone who came. We exceeded, went over cap. The original cap was 44, uncapped at 48. Big shout out to the Sacramento crew for coming down over here even after the big weekend at LDS that just happened. And big shout out to I forget your name, but big shout out to the guy who came from out of state and got a hotel just to come play this event. You're honestly the man. Alright, before we get started though, we have Thomas Sullivan won our GOAT pod, got a nice little box of MRD reprint though, 25th anniversary. Very good job playing the KR Sorcerer. Alright, so going into the metagame here, as you can see we had 4 Machina, 4 Twilight, 4 Frogs, 5 Value Turbo, 2 Pure Lightsworns, 3 Frog OTK, also known as Forgs, 3 Gladiator Beasts, 3 Diva Hero, 7 Blackwing, and 2 Zombies, and also 2 Dragon Turbo in the room, with 9 other decks that are just single loves scattered across the room here. The metagame percentage of being Blackwing, 14.6%, it was kind of expected, same with Value Turbo leading out the group. We are in North California, so we are bird territory here, and I'm very surprised that there wasn't as many hero frogs as I thought. I'm very shocked at the amount of Twilight and Machina we did have over the weekend. And yeah, basically Machina, Twilight, and hero frogs being tied is very impressive, and I'm surprised to see more than one frogs in the room. Not too surprised with the GBs here. Diva Hero being a little bit popular here, a very popular deck here in Edison, and also I think because of the win that happened over LDS, the deck is, a little bit talked about. This was the final round standings. Well, not the final round standings. This is the top 20 after round 6. Unfortunately, we had so many people who bubbled out. NDU, Johnny Mai, and John Hubbard being the lucky X2s to get in here. Anthony Gonzalez going undefeated in Swiss. And Prince Denny and Jason and Alvin, congratulations on going X and 1. Unfortunate to everyone else who was X2, but very long day and very fortunate that a couple X2s were able to get in. Alright, let's get into the top 8 deck list here. Apologies in advance, I'm pretty new to the Edison community. I've only been playing Edison for the last 6 or so months, but I love this community so much. I really hope that I'm able to grow this tournament series even larger and larger. Alright, let's get in with it. With Anthony Gonzalez playing Value Turbo, it's almost Sizzle 41. Basically, you're just taking out one D Prison and adding a Solemn Judgment main, and in the sideboard you are going to be playing the extra Kaiku and extra deck. Side looks basically pretty much Sizzle. Going undefeated in Swiss is pretty impressive, showing that even with all these Nitro variants out there, Sizzle can still get it done. Alright, our next deck list we're going to be going over here is going to be Jason Nguyen. One of those X1s you did see there, playing Blackwings with a little bit of variation here. We are North Cal, so you're going to see the double 7 tool special with 41 card main. One main, one side of the 7 tools. Playing the Deck Devi main as well. And then the sides is playing a Card Trooper over the second Cyber Dragon. And a Dark Illusion as well. Book of Moon also being played here. Very nice. Triple Rug. Great. Targeting a little bit more of the Machina and the Frogs, which turns out not too bad. Only playing the 1 value, 1 Gores main. No double value here with no Gores. But other than that, it's Blackwing's deck has been it's safe to say the deck is pretty solid at this point. And, oh yeah, the extra deck with the Mistworm over the second Armor Master. Now, we have Johnny Mai when I was learning Edison and getting into it, all I understood was Johnny Mai is the Blackwing GOAT, undisputed, has topped many events, topped LDS. Even it's the Blackwing GOAT, man. But he is here with Telly Hero. That's right. We're playing E-Telly. We're playing two Karibons. And that trap lineup, it's so nice. You know, you got the Trapstone, you got the Phoenix Wing Blast. And I do think I was very impressed that the way he piloted this deck was masterful, in my opinion. In the side, we're having Legacy Jujutsu Master, great card versus GB and Blackwings. Set face down, what can they do? Vanity Fiend as well, Soul Release, the Mistworm. I really wish I could commentate more about this deck list, because my only knowledge of how the deck plays is by watching Johnny over the weekend, and this deck was sick. But does look, in my opinion, it does look a little bit bricky main, but is able to get the job done. I'm very impressed. Congratulations to you, Johnny Mai. Next up is Denny Yu, brother of Andy Yu, who's also in this top 8, playing a Nitro Virus. Now, he was the only Nitro Virus in the room. He also topped our last BoFA, so back-to-back tops for him. And what's very impressive about this Nitro list is he's playing the Elfin main and only 5 draw spells. 2 Upstart, 3 Legacy instead of the 6. I understand, you need the extra slots. Elfin main as well. Very nice tech card. And also he's playing 1 Bottomless over, I think, yeah, he's playing 1 Bottomless main and 1 Bottomless side instead of the typical double Bottomless in the side here. Note from the side here is we're playing the double Light Imprisoning Mirror. Turns out, great call if you're against. Turns out, yeah, it was an amazing call for the day. There's 6 Light Swords in the room in a 48-person event. That's a pretty high chunk. Then, extra deck looks pretty stock to me for a Nitro list. Nothing really stands out. And congratulations on your top as well. Now, getting to the top 4, where they did play it out. We do have a 3rd, 4th place match that does happen here at BoFA. John Hubbard, getting 4th place here, playing Black Wings. Congratulations on your top. And what's very impressive about this deck list is he is playing only 18 monsters with the 1 value, no gores. And then we have triple Upstart Goblin here. Try and get that card immediately instead of trying to play the set spells. Basically try to get Whirlwind as fast as possible. Playing the 7 Tools main board, North Cal special. And sideboard looks pretty stock to me as well. Nothing really too out of the ordinary. And in the extra deck, we do have 2 Armor Masters and no Mist Worm. Alright, getting our 3rd place here is going to be Prince Say Lee, getting that first ed ulti Europrint Forbidden Chalice. Congratulations on your 3rd place finish here. And he was on the Blackwing Hybrid. Now when you're looking at the main deck, it's almost the same exact list you saw the top 4 at LDS. But instead of double Boros, playing only 1. Playing the 3rd Icarus, from what I can tell. This list is great. I think this might be the potential future of Blackwings personally. I've been playing this list a lot on DB. I think it's the best of both worlds, and the main board has a good balance. And then in the side we have 2 deck devies, which is interesting, but also the 1 of Light Imprisoning Mirror. So looks like another player here trying to be tech for the Light Sworn matchup, which seems to be kind of rough for the deck. And also 1 Riker as well to try to deal with any Concentrated Lights or just try to get a pop. And then what also thing to note is in the extra deck there is no Thought Ruler. You're playing a Mistworm instead. I think I kind of like it. You know, it does make it so that you are playing the Blackwing package anyway. Your Mistworms would be more life often than not, especially against the Frog matchup. And then our second place finisher in this tournament is me, Alvin Fan, getting that Ghost Rare Dark Magician Girl. Congratulations on your second place finish here. Playing the Hero Frogs. Now to me, when I look at this again, it looks pretty stock. Except for the one enemy controller main. Very spicy tech. We're also playing 2 water arts. So we'll be very much controlling the hand, using the enemy controller to essentially get a free tribute summon for our like big monarchs. And then on the side, I'm very impressed with seeing DD Assailant. Not really a card you see too often, I think. At least from what I've seen. And then you have Soul Exchange, Death Frog, and yeah, I mean, nothing too bad. From what I know, Alvin did face quite a bit of Blackwing, from what I can tell. At least in the top 8, he definitely has. And you know, for that being considered to be a quote-unquote bad matchup, he handled it very well. Alright, and then going to our first place winner, it is Andy Yu, getting that ulti dad that we all were competing for today. And looking at his list, he was on Blackwings. Nothing too surprising, especially if you watch LDS over the last weekend. He was the day 2 finalist, was an absolute tear. And yeah, playing 20. We are playing the 20 monsters main with the dad and the Gores. So playing best of both worlds, playing 3 draw spells, 3 Icarus. And then yeah, even the sides like pretty stock except for the Card Trooper over the second Cyber. Playing 1 Dyna, 1 Deck Devi, and even the extra deck as well was pretty much stock. It's probably safe to say that Blackwings is probably the best deck in the format and might be solved at this point. And if you want to take a look how the top 8 went out, unfortunately not accurate match records, but it is accurate seeding. You see John Hubbard face Andrew in the quarterfinals, defeating him, our number 1 seed, and then Alvin facing Jason, and then Hubbard unfortunately losing to Alvin, being sent down to that 3rd place match when Prince beat Johnny Mai, and Danny versus Andy Yu, the 2 brothers that made top 8. Also, Andy did make top 8 last BoFA as well, defeating his brother, going on to face Prince in the semifinals, and beating him and beating Alvin as well. Congratulations again to Andy Yu for winning this event. Make sure to join our Discord and check out our socials for if you want to be part of the next BoFA.